What happened with you and Colby?
He's a bitch, bro, and he showed his true colors for the money, for the pay-per-view. He'd talk about my kids, my family, to maybe sell
And you
extra
were friends with
pay-per-views.
him?
No, not friends. I was fucking his everything, his mentor. I was already in Strikeforce. I had competed against Gilbert Melendez. I was an established pro when he came over to American Top Team. I was living up at American Top Team. I had an apartment over there for like about a year and change. He broke his hand. His girlfriend had fucking kicked him out of the place because he had given her fucking herpes and shit. No, I'm dead ass serious. So he had like nowhere to fucking live. So he asked if he could crash on my couch. I was like, yeah, fuck it, bro. We're both on this journey together. We train together. We play poker together. Fucking this and that. So I basically fed this dude for a fucking year. Lived on my couch. Didn't give me a fucking dollar because he didn't have a job. I had a fucking broken hand. It's all documented. It's all him on YouTube saying, Jorge Masvidal was my best friend. If it wasn't for Jorge, I wouldn't be here. And this and that. And then, I'm at 155. So then I come up to 170 and I start stealing a lot of, not stealing, but I start getting a lot of shine for myself. A lot of eyeballs start looking at me. And immediately, instead of like, yeah, we're fucking boys, we could fight or whatever the fuck, he turns into something fucking ugly, like everything that I did for you, you're trying to use it against me, especially my kids. He knows the relationship I have with my kids, and you're trying to use that against me. You're a fucking piece of shit. But before all that happened, I already knew he wasn't a good person because my striking coach, this is when we cut ties, me and him. My striking coach trained him from his amateur all the way to his Rafael Dos Anjos fight, and he did a handshake deal with him, 5% on your fights. If you make $1,000, you make $500,000. 5% is what you're gonna pay me because that's what Joel Romero pays me. That's what Jorge Masvidal pays me. That's what all the guys that train with him pay him. And he's like accessible at all times. He will drive an hour this way, drive an hour back that way, and just give you all his knowledge. And that's what he wanted. And they shook hands on it. As soon as Colby made money, what did he do? Didn't pay my coach. So since then, I was like, bro, I want to fucking take a bat to his fucking neck. And my coach is like, don't do it, bro. You'll fight him, and that's how you'll get him for both of us. I didn't get him that time, but I promise you, before my career's over, I'm gonna fucking murder Colby in the cage, legally.
Legally. What happened illegally?
Allegedly, a lot of things happened.
Allegedly.
I don't know. They're saying a lot of things, but it's all allegedly, cuz. Shit, man.
Allegedly is a great word.
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about, man. But legally, in the cage, in the UFC, I'm going to fucking snatch his soul one way or another. And that's also something that, losing a piece of shit like that, like if you let somebody come into you and you share something with me, like, man, something is very dear to me. It's this moment where my mom, blah, 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 and this and that. And then I would use that because me and you had a falling out. It really shows your fucking character. Like, you're a fucking piece of shit, bro, And that's why nobody fucks with this guy. Like, nobody fucks with this guy in any level, in any accord,
Well, it's a crazy story.
John Jones can't stand him. He had a very similar thing with John Jones.
He changed who he was when the UFC was about to cut him. And he decided to become like a wrestling heel.
Shit on a whole country just for what? Like,
it worked, though. I mean, the thing about it is it's kind of genius in the fact that it really did get people paying attention to him.
In a negative way, but, I feel that he could have just been beating people, put more time into the craft rather than Twitter and trying to copy other heels, and it would have been fine. Like, this guy just, what is Conor doing today? Let me go do that on a cheaper, shittier way, Like, be fucking you, bro. Just fucking go out there and beat dudes up and say what you got to say, and it'll come to you. It took me a while to get here, I had to fucking knock out and beat numerous fucking people, ex-world champions, to get here, but it'll come. You don't have to sell out for the fucking dollar, bro.
What was it like fighting him?
I wanted to fucking kill him. I wanted to hurt him. But it wasn't the best version of me, bro. It just wasn't the best version of me. And, in this sport, this is what I love about it. It's like what happened, and everything else is bullshit, right? So until we fight again, nobody will get to see that better version of me. But I promise you, Joe, before I close this chapter in my life in MMA, I will have competed against this guy. I'm going to fucking take his soul, bro. I just know it after being those 5 rounds in there with him, and that was the best that he had, and that was nowhere near my